Live from Eamon DC Park, it's Galway United against Shamrock Rovers. Kick-off at 7:45.
Galway, and eventually O'Keefe puts boot to ball, and now Ed McCarthy, great take, and then he hits the deck under the challenge of Pico Lopez. The referee Paul McLaughlin has the card out for Pico Lopez. So in the 5th minute, Pico Lopez treading a fine line for the remainder of the game. Watts gives the signal, swings it in, a lot of movement. Lopez absolutely flung himself at it. Kept in play by Lee Grace on the far side, and he gets the call.
Yeah, and the first 2 corners both taken by Dylan Watts. Right-footed outswingers, both targeted towards Pico Lopez, making a run from the centre of the penalty box to the front post. So be interested now to see if they mix it up now for this one.
Poom. Neat triangular passes from Shamrock Rovers, and Burke with the shot! Super save! Excellent save by Brendan Clark, because that ball was moving mid-flight. Really well struck effort from Graham Burke, and that's an early tester for Brendan Clark, and he answered it in no uncertain terms.
Yeah, and this is what we say about that space in front of the centre backs. That's where you can't allow Graham Burke to have any time and space to tee up the shots. Like
in the 19th minute, plenty of movement inside the area, and the header flashes over the bar from Josh Honohan.
Yeah, great ball in. Nice little whip on it, and Josh Honohan just gets away from Carl O'Sullivan. He'd be disappointed not to hit the target from that kind of range.
Well, that's 2 decent opportunities for Shamrock Rovers inside the last 5 minutes. Graham Burke with a fine strike, which brought an excellent save. Can they find the breakthrough? Dara Burns to sweep in the cross, away by Rob Slevin. Picked up by Graham Burke on the edge of the area. He hits the deck. The piece is picked up by Shamrock Rovers, but they've lost out here to the very lively and energetic Ed McCarthy, who drives forward up towards the edge of the area. Still McCarthy trying to check inside, rolls it back for Borden's shot, and that needed minding to take the corner that accrues here for Galway. Sweeps it in, it's deep towards the back post, and the keeper was scampering to deal with that. Leon Poles, but he clawed it behind. Another corner kick on the way for Galway United.
I think that's targeted for Rob Slevin there, but Rory Gaffney's done a brilliant job of just holding him off and preventing him from getting to the back post area where Dave Hurley had flighted in the ball.
So Shamrock Rovers looking for the opener before half-time. Dylan Watts with the free kick. Nugent on the edge of the area. Borden picking up Rory Gaffney at the moment. Free kick is drilled in. It runs to Gaffney at the back post, and Borden got something on it, and goal kick is the end decision.
Yeah, dangerous ball whipped in. I think Gaffney feels the ball has come off Borden there, and he probably has a case. Takes responsibility in the dressing room.
Burns. And still ran into a pretty firm challenge and an illegal one, which means a free kick to Shamrock Rovers. Conor McCormick perhaps not too happy with that decision.
Yeah, I don't think he can have too many complaints there. He's just put.
And it's Burke with the shot. He's trying to catch out Brendan Clark at that right-hand post, and the ball firmly clutched.
He strikes it well, like it nearly just creeps in to Brendan Clark's right-hand post.
Central position now, McCarthy one-on-one with Cleary, and McCarthy with the shot, and it blazes right across the face of goal. Oh, that really got the crowd going at Eamon DC Park. A flashing effort from Ed McCarthy.
Yeah, he cuts inside and takes the shot on his right foot, but interestingly the first 3 Galway attacks, their fullbacks have been involved. So Conor O'Keefe has been involved on the 2 on the right side, and Kazim has pushed on high in the second.
Well, here's a chance for Stephen Walsh, and Walsh now trying to dink it towards the back post. Dervin back across the face of goal. It's still in play, and Shamrock Rovers just looking a little ropey at the moment, but the ball had gone behind. Drives down that left-hand side. No little skill either. Here's Stephen Walsh. And Walsh got a theatrically goes to ground, and referee Paul McLaughlin isn't buying that. Here's Rory Gaffney off in chase. A little isolated at the moment, Gaffney. He does really well to pick out Graham Burke on the edge of the area. And Burke turning this way and that. Rolls it back for Dylan Watts to have a crack. Corner kick.
Again, it's that same area just in front of the penalty space. How many times did Graham Burke get the opportunity to turn, and he lays it back and the shot comes in, a little deflection on it to bring it out for a corner. But Rovers are starting to expose the space in that area.
About to happen for Shamrock Rovers, but not before this set piece, it would appear. Rory Gaffney waits inside the area. Watts with the delivery towards the near post. Galway managed to scramble it away, but back in. The shot on the turn, well, that really lacked conviction and gathered by Brendan Clark.
Yeah, dangerous ball in, and people fighting for first and second ball there. Falls to Roberto Lopez, and he just doesn't get the connection on it.
Formation, Dan Cleary picking up a yellow card for that injudicious challenge on Al-Amin Kazim. So free kick Galway. Conor McCormack and David Hurley spot the ball up. And a line of Galway players on the edge of the area here. A Durbin just outside the box. Hurley delivers a high hanging run, and Walsh got something on it, and it just drifts wide, agonisingly wide for Galway.
Another great Dave Hurley ball in, and Stephen Walsh just rises highest. You know, from there he's got to get that on target. He's absolutely got to get that on target.
18 goals last season for Stephen Walsh, yet to get off the mark in the current campaign. Forward by Dylan Watts. Well, it's a really clever ball. Darragh Burns across the area, and it's steered in by Johnny Kenny. Breakthrough for Shamrock Rovers. Kenny bags his first of the season, and Shamrock Rovers go in front at Eamon DC Park. Galway United 0, Shamrock Rovers 1. Johnny Kenny, Johnny on the spot. Close range finish, 1-0.
Yeah, it's a really, really great ball forward. He's timed that run absolutely superbly, played it back across, and all Johnny Kenny has to do is tap it in. It's a super goal from Shamrock Rovers. Galway United will be bitterly disappointed. It's the one time that Wasim has actually been caught out positionally. He let the run go in behind him, and it's just a beautiful square ball. Johnny Kenny reads it the whole way, makes sure he's in the right area for a tap in.
Well, it's tough on Galway, but boy, did Shamrock Rovers need that. And their fans celebrate. One last roll of the dice for Galway here. David Hurley to take. Hurley sends it in, pulls under pressure, but commanding goalkeeping. And that is that. Full time at Eamon DC Park. It's a big win for Shamrock Rovers. They're off the mark at the 5th attempt. Johnny Kenny with a late winner, and the Shamrock Rovers fans celebrate. Big win for Shamrock Rovers. They've beaten Galway United 1-0.
Yeah, and sometimes it doesn't matter how you get the win, once you get the win. And you know, teams, when they come down to Eamon DC Park, they won't have it easy this season, and Shamrock Rovers really had to work for that tonight. They really had to work. They changed it, they looked at different options, and eventually it paid off. But for Galway United, you know, they're a tough team to break down. I think John Caulfield will be disappointed to concede so late, but you know, they still have, you know, a lot to work for.
The champions off the mark. Full time at Eamon DC Park. Galway United 0, Shamrock Rovers 1.